Hello, come on in. I am going live to do a little snip and flip. Let me get my phone where I can see the chat. I am going through craft jewelry to basically determine, hi Kristen, what I'm going to keep. I didn't realize I probably should comb my hair. I'm sitting here in a Rwanda because it's cold. We haven't turned on our heat yet. So I am sitting here wrapped in my room. I have two of these. I bought these from Laura Bemos at her auction. They're Woolrich. Hi, Laurie. And I have one that I keep nice to wear out, and then I have one that I wear around home. Uh, I don't know if you've ever watched Jeannie Robertson's comedy videos. She had one, you're supposed to, flip it over your shoulder very stylishly. And she has one talking about some fashion dresser was dressing her and told her to go to New York. She needed a Ruana. And she accidentally grabbed her husband's pants and had them wrapped around her coming up an escalator. It's real funny. If you go to her videos, she has it on her public videos. So grab you some coffee. I started out doing this, and then I decided to bring you guys in to hang out if you wanted to. I had started with this one, and the veins kind of have a, what's the word I'm looking for? We used to get paint like this, like a pink iridescence that goes over a pearl. And I thought, well, I like those. So I started removing them, and it was so much trouble. And I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it today. So I'm just going to I've got a craft bag started here, and I'm putting those in there. Now, the stuff that is just trash worthy is going in the trash can. You'll notice I'm looking a little bit better if you look at me. I'm tired, and it always is a little. I had a horrendous couple of days. The eye hospital thought I might be having some blood vessel vascular stroke like things that had caused all of this, including the previous eye thing. And the doctor called me at my daughter's and just basically begged me to go have a CT scan. So I did, and it was very stressful, and everything's fine. But I am still kind of rattly from it. I don't know if you all panic. Sometimes I have panic, and when I do, it kind of just drains me. So this is the most relaxing thing I do besides knitting is this, and I love. Hey, Cece, I love snipping. I love salvaging vintage and older pieces and using the stuff in something else. That's just kind of my thing. And anyway, I'm gonna go through some of my crafts. If you're interested in craft lots, they won't be expensive. I'm putting craft lot stuff in this bag as I go, and then I need something for my own stuff that I'm keeping. Let's see. Let me get a tub. I was gonna go live and try to sell some since we didn't have a sale, but I'm just not. I hate to repeat myself. I'm not feeling it tonight. I'm still kind of drained from all that. I had never had a CT scan, never had an MRI, and I have a lot of medical anxiety, and the good Lord got me through that and gave me a verse to say, and I said it to myself through the whole day. Is let me get it. I sought the Lord, and He heard me and delivered me from all my fears. It's Psalm 34, verse 4. So through all of that, the fear was trying to grip me, and I just gave it to the Lord and kept repeating that scripture. Thank you, Kristen. They said it was definitely Bell's palsy. So I am having to use this greasy stuff in my eyes that has erythromycin in it. And I haven't used it today. I used it last night, but I can't see when I use it. And it's just everything looks like that. So anyway, I'm going to get started. I'm going to bring you down and show you where we are right now. Maybe I am. Let's see. There we go. Now, this piece, uh, the first thing I notice on it is the hardware's absolutely worn to death. Um, I'm not a cord person. Uh, and that one's dirty too. I do like white acrylic beads. That's kind of one of my things I like to do. I don't like these little beads in between. Here is, this is, I believe, I looked at that with the loop and I saw a little divot. I believe that's glass. And these right here are, uh, let me see. It's so cold in our house that it's hard to tell if something's cold. Let me look at these with my, if they're glass, you're going to see like a little divot area where it was drilled. Not really seeing it on the pink. Uh, I'm going to snip a little bit here and save a few pieces. Some of it may go into the craft bag, and a lot of it will probably go into the trash. Let me get my. I use my oldest cutters for this because I don't want to tear up my good ones. And I have scissors that I use too. So let's see where to start. This is the strand that I might forage something off of. And you'll notice I have a bead mat on a tray. And the reason for that is so they don't go rolling all over the world while I'm working. There we go. And sometimes they still do. Now, these white beads, I like white beads. I like to make things. I'm a plastic person. I know that's probably a surprise to some of you. But I do like plastic beads, mainly because, there they go, because I don't like heavy things on my ears and neck. And part of that's health related, probably, where I have such stuff going on. Okay, I don't see any of this that's worthy of salvaging, even for a craft lot. I'm just going to toss that. Okay, let's see. I don't like these bead caps, they're yucky. Let's get them out. See, they're just kind of yuck. Yeah. Feel free if somebody comes on that you want to go to their auction, feel free just to go. I don't want to take anybody's viewers or anything. I'm just on hanging out for my own stress relief. And I've heard some of you guys say you enjoy breaking apart stuff too and reworking it. Now, these are the ones I wasn't quite sure about. These pink dusty rose ones, I believe they're acrylic. Yeah. And I'm not wild about them. I think I'll put them into my craft lot for whoever gets the craft lot can have those. Now, this one I thought was glass. Let's see. No, it's acrylic too. These, let's look at these little faceted clear ones. Now, these I believe are glass. They have a little divot. So I will probably salvage these for myself. Those would make good accent pieces on earrings and different things. So I'm going to save those. I believe that's all of them. Get my little trusty bags. I have a little basket of bags I keep. Hope everyone's had a good day. Hey, Cindy Lou Bob. I didn't go to my daughter's this morning. Ken went and left it after lunch and came home and got me. And we actually kind of had a little afternoon together while he napped. And we ended up eating at a Dairy Queen. Well, it's outside our town, city, whatever. I'll put those over here. And it was really nice. I broke over and had a blizzard, which I've really been sticking to my diet. I've lost a lot of weight. Feel a lot better. And I'm eating 2 sticks of celery every day with peanut butter and Mrs. Dash, everything but the salt. And these little white beads aren't in too great a shape. I think I'm going to let those go into the craft lot. I may get an old bag to put loose beads in. Let's see. put down in the bag so when somebody gets the craft bag, they don't get a big mess. I'll just put all of that. There we go. And there's some little white, they look like 8-aught seed beads down in there too that are nice. My daughter-in-law's birthday party is Saturday here at our house, and we went and picked up what we're doing for the hot dog dinner, and oh wow, Kristen. Hi, Deborah. I didn't see you. Uh, Mine has been kind of the hard way because I couldn't really eat very well with the bells. It felt like my jaws were wired together. So but the two things, the celery originally were just for the Bell's palsy. It's supposed to help. Oh, look at this. Now, this one's going to be a difficult decision. These are acrylic. They're not glass even, but they're faceted, and visually till you touch them, and even after you touch them a little bit, they feel like glass, but they're not. They're acrylic. They look really good to be sure. Yeah, they're acrylic. And they even kind of sound like glass a little bit. And I don't know whether to snip these or sell these in an auction. What do you guys think? I love these beads. Aren't those pretty? They're almost the way they're graduated and all too pretty to cut. I don't think I'm going to cut them. What do you guys think? I know, and the faceting, I don't know if y'all can see the faceting. I think I'm just going to keep these as is and either sell these or wear them. I'm not sure which. I need to get a time for the keep or the ones that make the cut to go to auction or go to my bedroom, one or the other. Let's see what else I got. Oh, this is an interesting one. We got this in last week in a load. Obviously, the first thing I notice is those beads are worn, and I don't know. I don't know what kind of stretch cord that is, but I always just feel like it's dirty. That's just probably psychological. But I love these little, they look like uh, little roses, little bread dough roses or something. They're not, but what I was thinking, this is a definite snip. Um, Even if I kept it, it would have to be restrung. And I hate restringing stretch bracelets. Blech. To just get them just right to where they'll not break. But they have holes in the sides. And I was just thinking making a ring out of that. Wouldn't that be pretty? I love that. I'm going to keep those for ring making. And of course, this stuff I'm tossing. Find a bag for those. They need to be run through the ultrasonic before I use those. But, well, sent Ken over to the aisle to get bags, and he got these more expensive ones that have smileys on them. He likes them. Okay, let's see. That goes there. Let's see. Now this I already cut. I gotta throw these gold beads away. Yuck, yuck, yuck. And if I miss anybody in the chat, y'all speak to them because I don't see that well anyway right now it, it like that in the chat. A lot of times I'm not watching the chat whether I'm in an auction or on an auction. I had a bracelet with these orange beads on it, and I just love them. I made a bracelet this morning for Halloween that I put on Posh, or made it during the night actually. Um, but these, I don't know, something about these. They're ceramic beads. And I just love them. So these are going into my stash. I saw a little bit of your haul, Cindy Lou Bob. I was in the car. And, here we go. So I put those in those little bags, and in opposing in contrasting it to a regular sandwich bag, you can see what you have better. Where if they're all wound up in a big bag, uh, you can't really see what you have. Okay, let's see what else. Ah, here's one I've been holding on to. I found it when I was looking for something yesterday. Okay, this is dyed mother of pearl, I believe. Shell or mother of pearl, I guess they're the same. This one has a crack, is the one just on one side. But I'm thinking snip. Uh, those yellow discs, wouldn't those just make plain, pretty yellow earrings, which I love. I think I'm going to snip this one. Hope nobody's disagreeing with me. There we go. And I'll save these little matching beads that go with it just in case I need them on an earring. Okay, let me toss this. I will throw the broken one away. And these will be mine. We've been going to bed earlier, well, especially while I had COVID and then Bell's palsy. And I don't require a whole lot of sleep, and I have a sleep disorder anyway. And I've been going to bed so early. Like last night, I woke up. It was 1:30, and I thought it was morning. And I got up, and I had 2.5 cups of coffee. And I did go back to bed though for several hours later in the night. I started to go live, and I just didn't. These little beads are cute. They're kind of almost like cat eyes, these little beads, little yellow beads. I know this is highly exciting, so feel free to go to somebody's live if they come on and you don't have to make excuses. Just go. Okay, here's an interesting uh, group of stuff. It's tangled in with this earring. Okay. First thing I thought when I saw it was cinnabar. I think it might just be plastic that looks like cinnabar. I don't know. But they're carved beads. And I'm going to keep those beads and probably toss the rest. Let's see. Let me get my reading glasses back on. What did I do with them? I can't imagine that anybody would put cinnabar on something with hardware this ugly and cheap. So I think it's acrylic, but I just like the look. I love the look of cinnabar. I'm always a little afraid of it because they say it's got some kind of properties of something. I don't know. That one is a purple carved. I like that. And these two green beads I think I will salvage. I know a lot of people that salvage and harvest old jewelry. They save every jump ring and every. I just don't. My time's worth something. And those little yellow beads are cute. These two little green beads. Save those and these. Now toss those. I always count my time being worth a little bit. So if it's really not worth the trouble, I don't do it. So let's put those in a bag. There's my bags. Well, I can't use my machine right now, Kristen, and it's probably best I don't sleep too many hours at one time. They said I might not wake up. There we go. Okay, let's see. What else I got? Now, this was the one I had set aside. I started to snip it one day, and then I thought, I don't know. Tangled up with this American Eagle thing. Now, look at this. Obviously, the hardware is had its better days. Looking at that, besides these tacky pieces, it looks like stone, doesn't it? Stone and glass. Hold on. I think every bit of it's acrylic. There's a piece or two I'm not sure about. Let me look. Well, I don't know. These are all acrylic. Bill, go tell your dad you need out. Hey, Kitty, she needs out. Come on, Bill. Ken is working on some important legal documents about some land, family land deal thing. Yeah, this is acrylic. I think every bit of this is acrylic. These right here are gorgeous beads, though. Look at those. They look like they're glass. If there was enough of those, it might be worth snipping. I hate to tear the whole thing up just for those blue beads. None of the rest of it really floats my boat. And I think those are kind of tacky beads. What do y'all think? Craft lot for somebody else to... Really pretty, though. If they just hadn't put those in there. What do y'all think? Craft? That's what I was thinking too, Kristen. I do. Look at those beads right there, though. Like bubbles or something. But I really don't want to deal with all that mess just for those little beads. I'll toss that one in the craft. This is an interesting piece, and it's Lucky Brand. So I guess I'm just going to leave it intact. It has like a, I don't know if it's real or just simulated tusk. There's the Lucky Brand hardware. I'll just put that in the sale lot. Okay, here's something interesting. This would be so pretty, and I know my friend Sonia would love this. Uh, it's just lost enough stretch for it to get on my nerves, and the band is yucky. That right there nominates it for snip. Okay, now, yuck, look at that. Ugh, I just hate. That's what I hate about these stretch bracelets is when they're dirty. Ugh. I know you tuned in to hear me making puking noises. Okay, what I had thought about with these, they do feel like howlite. You could do the same thing. You could seed bead a ring going through those holes. That's what I was thinking. Or even with wire. I think I'll keep those. These two don't do anything for me, the darker ones. I think I will keep the howlite and put those in the craft bag. I think I'll keep these. And these I won't. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Trash on these. Okay. And these, I guess I'll just keep all of them. They're fairly interesting. Looks like a weapon. There we go. Put the big ones separate. I usually have a tub under my table of glass beads, a tub of stone beads, and a tub of plastic beads. And then I've got a different little stack of seed bead tubs. But I've kind of gotten where the tubs down there are full, and I've just got tubs up here with everything in it, which drives me crazy. My whole house is like that, and I have got to get it ready for my daughter-in-law's party Saturday. Ken usually helps me, and I think he's going to be helping my son with some of his bathrooms, redoing something with the toilets or something. Okay, let's see. I'm getting kind of hot. I'll take my one off. Okay, let's see. Now this, I think I'll keep. I got this from Cindy, and it's got a sterling clasp on it. And the beads are really pretty. I think I'm going to keep that one just for me. Okay, this bracelet, there's not really much anybody could do with it, but it's actually right pretty. I think I'll just put it in the auction pile. It's got something that looks like coins in it. They're not, but I like the coins set in the gold. They kind of show up real pretty. I'll put those in the auction lot. Now this right here, I'm not really sure what this is. Really long necklace. And I am thinking it had a mark, but I don't see it. Um, I don't know if there's, I don't see, a lot of times I'll just put these, I know why I didn't. It's something apparently had broken right here. And somebody took a jump ring and did some weird something and hooked it back together some way. So what I think I'm going to do with this, it's going to go in Ken's rhinestone replacement lot because they look like nice prong set little rhinestones. So I'll set that over here for him. He has a tub. Now, this is a cord necklace, which is like, duh, snip. But you have to be careful. Sometimes they're silpata. And usually I've gotten to where I look. I think silpata makes some of the ugliest things I've ever seen. But anyway, whatever. Uh, I'm going to use these to make earrings. Those would be cute. Put those in my bucket. Now, this one is on a nice long chain. Let me see if that's magnetic. No, it's not. That chain might be sterling. I guess I should get Ken to check it. And it's got some kind of stone on the pendant. The bell is all tarnished. So this one I better set aside to be sure it's not sterling before I go to cutting it. I'll put that there for Ken again. Okay. All right, these I had put on this card last week, and they're little acorn earrings. And I don't know if they're halves of real acorns or what. This one's got like a little green tinge on the top. I don't know what that is. I thought they were so strange. I just kept them. I don't know. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, this is some sort of seed bead project someone's done. Uh, I'll probably just drop this in crafts. They've used those two beads. And sorry to whoever did that. You're going in crafts. Okay. All right, let's get some more dirt pile out here. Okay, this one. Let's see. I sent another one of your cards this morning, Cindy. I had a posh order going out. Okay, let's see. It's in really nice condition. It's beige and winter white and tan, which is a really kind of nice combination. Let's see what these are. Can't tell if these are. These dark beads may be stone. Let's see the beige. The beige are glass, I believe. And all these seed beads, if you like seed beads, I don't know, I think I'm going to leave this one intact. It's just so pretty and too much work to cut. I don't know. I don't want to cut that. I kind of love the colors in that. What do y'all think? I think I'm going to leave that in my auction pile. Now, I have a whole bunch of wide bangles that I got this time over the week. Some of them didn't make it down here because I wore one to church last night. Like, these are large bangles that just about anyone can wear. And I'll probably have those in my auction. I've got several others. I love bangles. I think they're so feminine. But I can never get them over my hand. So those will be in the auction. This is a memory wire bracelet. And I don't know if that's sterling or not. Some of these little tube beads can be sterling. It is not. Yeah, it's magnetic. I know I love making memory wire bracelets. They're fun just to go through your bead soup. And I got that word from Cece, if you're still here, Cece. And slide them on there. But I found a lot of people just don't like them. They don't sell very well. But this one, I think I'm just going to slide it on into crafts. These little pearls, somebody might determine are worth something. I don't know. I don't think they are, but I'll put that in crafts. Okay, let's see what this is. Oh, that's weird. A necklace with stations. The stations are real peculiar, like spool shapes. I think I'll check it first. Let's see. I've lost my magnet. Ken found his. Well, it's magnetic. I'm going to throw that in crafts. Some of my craft lots are wearable and some aren't. Now here is an earring, and I've got the other one somewhere. I saw it. And it has a cute little cross on it. Hammered like. I think I'm going to save that cross and ditch the earring hook. I'll throw that earring hook in crafts because it's brand new. But I'm going to keep that for me. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Here's a bracelet. I wonder what that is. It's heavily gold plated, I will tell you that. It could almost pass for jewelry store quality. Look how heavily plated that back of that is. There are no marks on that at all. Trying to be sure it's all there. Yeah. I think I'll put that in the auction, and I might run that through the sonic cleaner first just to see what it does. The ultrasonic or whatever you call it. Okay, what is this tangled mess? Hi, Catherine. Cindy's going to find some food. Now, let's see what this is. These are like gold toned, hammered, fake hammered looking. I think this is going in the craft lot. It's got some wear. I could think of a few things you might do with some of these discs, but it's going to go in the craft. The craft is getting bigger and bigger. This chain, let's see, I am thinking it had a mark. Let me think. It's a nice long framing chain. It's got a spring ring closure. Well, I don't see a mark on it. I thought it was marked. Guess it is. Anyway, it does have some wear, but not a lot. And I think I'm just going to put that in my sale tab. Let's see. Okay, this piece I threw in here because I wasn't really sure what to do with. You can see it. It's got a really pretty pendant. And the back of it looks like it's antique bronze kind of. I hate this uh, not memory wire. What do you call this? Illusion wire. And these are acrylic beads scattered around it. I don't know whether just to leave it be like that in the craft lot. I think I will. I don't think I want to make anything out of that pendant. And those beads aren't worth sitting here and cutting all that away. I'm just put that in the crafts. Let's see. Here's another bracelet that fits anybody. Let's see. Okay, these I believe are coconut shell. They were down in there. I'm gonna put those in my auction stuff. I believe that is coconut shell. I'll put those in the auction pile. We recycle bags in house, sort of, when we're sorting and stuff, and some of them get recycled to. Oh, these I had already set aside to keep. This was a plastic stretch bracelet, and they look like tagua shells, but they're not. They're plastic, I believe. And I thought even the same thing with a ring, and then maybe paint something on it, or even a bracelet. I don't know. Those kind of piqued my curiosity, so I kept those. Okay, let's see. Here's the one I had saved. I almost cut this the other day, and I thought, well, this one I need to do in one of my snip and flips. Okay, look at this one. Kristen will like this one. Let's see. Yes, illusion necklaces tangle up in everything, don't they? They're the troublemakers in the when you go to bed at night and all the little jewelry comes out to play and gets tangled. It's the illusion necklaces causing it. Oh, and I also have this bracelet. It's got a lot of wear, black and white enamel, but it's one of those that's. Let me tell you how wide these bracelets are. If you have trouble getting bangles on, these are amazing. It's 3 inches diameter, which is what I had to have. Okay. First of all, let's look at the pendant. It looks like one of those dishes in England that are blue and white. They're on all the brick combs. Now there's a little bit of copper showing through on the sides. But isn't that pretty? I'm going to keep that and use that. But look at all the different beads. And what I don't understand, apparently they made different lengths of bead chains, but they hooked the pendant over all of them instead of like the longest or the shortest one so that it isn't hanging right. Let me fix that. Okay, I'm just going to take my pliers and get this pendant off and then see how the necklace behaves without it. It might be a sleeper that would really be pretty without this pendant, but I do love that pendant. Okay. Yeah, jump rings don't wear. Okay, yeah, I don't think that's bad like that, is it? But there are so many pretty beads in this necklace that I'm wanting to snip it so badly. Look at this one. Look at those. Those are ceramic, I believe. These are acrylic. They look like almost like lapis. Let's see what these are. My head doesn't work as good as Ken's head. I don't know. These might be wood. I don't know. And then there's these ones that are like that again. They might be sterling. I may have Ken check those. But there's just so much in it, and I don't know whether to cut it or not. Look at those. You could do so much with the stuff that's in this necklace. I don't know. Would anyone wear it like this? I'd have to replace this. It's nasty looking. And the things that connect them are all nasty looking. I don't know. They're such pretty beads. I'm wanting to snip this. What do y'all think? Kristen would snip it. You like the blue and white, Kristen? I don't know. Just don't know. Would somebody wear that? The whole time I'd be wearing it, I'd be thinking, well, I could do that with that. A lot of it is acrylic, though. There's just some pretty ceramic porcelain looking beads that look like dishes from England. I may just put it and try to sell it, and then if it doesn't sell, I'll snip it. How about that? Okay, this one's a pretty sure thing. It's a snip or a trash or a craft. I mean, it's too stretched out to sell, and I don't know what kind of beads these are, and I just keep wondering, are they something exotic like a nut or something? They're probably just plastic. It looks like a seam right there. Yeah, they're plastic. I'm going to throw those in crafts. Bill, honey, go in there with your dad. He's hollering for you. He's wanting you. Yeah, he's wanting you. You let Belle make an appearance. Okay, Belle. You want to say hello? I'm glad they can't smell you. Can you say hello? Belle, look. Can you say hello? Okay. Oh, goodness. What a dog. Okay, go on in there. Go on. Belle. Can you call Belle? Go with your dad. No, there's nothing in my shoe to eat. Go on. Belle. The Ethernet cord's down there, and I'm afraid she's going to disconnect us. Go on. Belle. Mommy's busy. Go on. Go. Come on. Oh, what a dog. What a dog. Well, I'm going to wait and I'm going to bring it to auction, and then of course, this pendant's going in my stash. Okay, let's see. I have tons of Torques that I'll be putting different things on. There's one that's brand new, really nice one. And I have one that is Joan Rivers. I don't know what I ever did with it. Here it is. I think I'll just keep all these Torques in a stack, and when I have a pendant that I don't have a chain for, this one's the Joan Rivers, I'll have those handy. This is a bead that I harvested off of those ugly leather bracelets. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it has a turtle on it, so I'll keep that. These look really old. I'm going to run them through the cleaner. I don't know what the deal is with them, but I'm going to. And these, just about the same thing. They look old, and I'm going to run them through a cleaner and see if they improve any. If not, they'll probably be in crafts. Let's see, before we move to another bucket. Okay, here are two of these kind of bracelets. Now, this apparently was handmade, which means it could possibly be sterling wire. It's got a little teeny stone in there. Uh, um, I think I'll drop that in crafts. That'll be a genuine stone for somebody. Now, these are plastic as plastic could be. They're plastic as I don't know what, but I love these beads. And I'm going to keep those for myself something, maybe around Christmas time. Ugh, that black cord is shedding all over my beading mat. Yuck. There we go. Okay, those three little beads will go into a little bag and I'll have them. May never use them, but I like them. And that's what counts. There we go. And this is trash. And I can't stand that mess on my beading mat. My trusty game lint remover. Smells so good. Okay, can y'all smell that? Okay, let me look. Hold on, somebody sent me a message. Can't get it to come up. Well, sorry guys. Okay, let's see. Let me just tell my friend Sonia I'm live. Okay, let's see. Here's a whole box of stuff. Let's see what's in here. I'm going to put these little nut earrings in my craft bag just because I don't know what to do with them. Okay. Goodness. What in the world is this? I am not a big fan of necklaces that have shark's teeth and other assorted things. This looks like says angel on it. Looks like a souvenir from the beach. I'm going to put that in crafts. Okay, another souvenir probably from the beach or from Rue 21. I can't stand paper shells. Okay, this is I don't like cloth stuff really either. It is a stretch bracelet with a little cloth flower craft. Okay, shells, little itsy bitsy shells, uh, crafts. More shells, crafts. Ugh, what in the world is this? All tangled. Okay, let's see what we got. First of all, I hate feathers. So this whole thing's just headed to the craft lot. Okay. Now these are itsy bitsy little wooden beads that something used to hang on. Or maybe that is what used to hang on it. I'll put it in crafts because it has those beads, but I don't want it. Okay, we've got this little bracelet with, I don't know what kind of beads. Has one of the Shambhala little things. I think I'll sew it in crafts. Somebody might could use it. Okay, let's see. This is a tangled mess right here. No, let's see. I think that's a necklace. No, it's a tangled mess. It's going in the trash. Okay, this one is another one of those plastic beads, and it actually looks like it's never been worn. I spent days learning how to tie these slip knots. They're actually fun to do, but anyway, this is one of those leather ones with beads. I will put it in my craft lot. Okay, these are wooden beads, a bracelet craft. Okay, let's see. Now these are earrings. Ken said, those are shoulder dusters. I said, these are back dusters. Let's see where the other one is. I can't find the other one. Oh, here it is. Things like this with little chains that all get tangled drive me crazy. I'll put those in crafts, but they are cute. I mean, if I was under 30, and I'm not. Okay, let's see. What's an earring bag? This is pretty, but the hardware's needing some attention. I think I'll put that in crafts. This is a right good craft lot if you're a crafter. Some craft lots you get aren't worth getting. You know, they're mainly just bent up old bangles and stuff. This is little shells in a necklace. I'll put that in the crafts. A little bit color right there. Okay, here is, oops, wooden and seed beads, and then a really pretty dyed mother of pearl, I guess, shell pendant. The place right there kind of looks like a natural place. I don't know. What do y'all think? I don't know. Crafts. Okay, let's see. Now these are not shell. I had some like this that were shell, but these are wooden. I kind of like that. I was thinking taking the little wooden beads off and using the rings some way. I think I'll keep that in my stash. Okay, let's see. This is, I thought the charm was pretty on this, but they're getting to be a dime a dozen, the Tree of Life stuff. I think I'll just throw that in crafts. It's in good shape. Okay, these are, can't tell if they're glass. I'll have to look at them. Let me look. Yeah, these are glass beads. I'll keep those. And this is a mess of seed beads and cord that I will just put into crafts. If somebody wants to cut it, they can, or whatever. Let's cut these little glass beads. I am not a big stretchy person, but I just can't stand them if they're dirty. Let's see. Bag. Here we go. These are pretty. They're like an aquamarine color. I really like them. All right. Another little bag in my stash. Okay. This piece is probably one of the strangest pieces that I've seen. Is that not weird? I don't know what these are. These are wood, I guess. I might salvage these wooden rings. I don't want any of that, I don't think. Let's see if it's cold. Nah. And there's one redeeming piece in here. This one. It's a stone donut that some way got put into this mess. And I actually kind of like that antique bronze looking donut. I may keep it too. This one is a definite snip. I don't think anybody would disagree with me, right? This is a snip. Hold on, let's see. And I'm going to have lots of little black beads everywhere to throw away or collect or whatever. Okay, let's see. There we go. That's that bronze piece. I like that. I'll keep that. Okay, let's see. Now let's get this donut off. It's a flat donut, kind of different than most of them that I've seen lately, but it's definitely stone. See? There's some colorations in it. That one's mine. Okay, now let's look at these wooden rings and see what we want to do with them. Kim must have turned the heat on because I'm starting to get hot where I was freezing to death. I don't smell it though. Usually when you first turn it on, it stinks so bad. Well, these are not wood. These are stone. Stone rings. Yeah. Not wood. Well, that is a fortunate mistake, I believe. Yeah, they're stone. What's this button is also stone they had on there. Let's see? No. Let's do this first. I don't want to ruin my scissors on that chain. There we go. I think the rest of this is not really even worthy of the craft lot. It's just trash. But these, on the other hand, I shall keep. I have a bag for these. A bog. It's sweater weather here, Deborah. It was so cold. I took a Rwana out with me today, which I mean, I even had socks on. And those who know me know how to judge the weather. If Barbie has socks on, it's cold. So somebody at church told pastor's wife, if Barbie has on a coat, it's cold. Okay, let's see. Because I don't even wear, most of the time, don't even wear anything on my arms in the wintertime. Okay, of course, in fairness, at church, when you're at, you know, on stage or playing an instrument or something, it's hotter on you than it is on the people out in the sanctuary. And they say a pastor who preaches even a 20-minute sermon, which really most are more than that, is like digging a ditch for so many hours or something physically. Okay, now see what else we can get going here. Got a hole in my beading mat. Okay. Ugh. Yuck. That is an automatic craft lot. I don't even want to snip it. I don't like dealing with shells like that. Okay. Now this one, look. It's missing a blue disc that goes behind there. And these discs, I think, are mother of pearl shells in the starfish and all. I actually thought, it would almost look cool just to wear it with one of them out, but it still looks like something's missing. I would love to get those discs out of there, but they're not drilled or anything. So what I thought about too is taking the ones of these that are intact and making something, just using one of them. Let's snip it. Readers, I have to get my reading glasses on or I might be sniffing the wrong thing. Hold on. Okay, I'll be sure my daughter got home from the other city where she and Parker went to pick up a Spider-Man shirt that she ordered. Uh, sometimes I think that people who don't have any children, you see, like they'll live to be like 96 years old because they probably never had that kind of worry, and they worrying about your kids is, I don't know. I make an art form of it. I'm trying to ask God to help me with that. But there's nothing like worrying about your kids. I think it takes a lot of years off your life. And your grandkids, oh my goodness. And you're not the one that has the decision making power, which makes it even worse. I don't typically save jump rings. I probably should, but I don't. If it sticks on there, good. If not, I don't worry about it. But I've watched Fairy Vixen dismantle jewelry, and she does it so meticulously and carefully and saves all this little hardware. And I just snip it and throw it. Okay, let's see. I'll put those in here. I bought tons of these little bags because it's the most relaxing thing for me to sit and tear jewelry apart and put it in little bags, especially beads. There we go. So I have this little mustache. Okay. This is dirty looking and ugly. That'll go in crafts. It's not really trash. It's just not. Okay, this little bracelet. Let me see if it's magnetic first. Yeah, that'll go to crafts. Some bracelets. These are rhinestones and brass, I think. They are nice and big. That one's bent a little bit, but I think I'll put those in the auction. I'll just, disclose that they're bent. Okay. So that's just a single earring like that. I think trash. Now this is rhinestones that are prong set. I think I'll let Ken have that one to harvest with. Let's see. I love that word harvest. It just makes you not feel quite so guilty about sniffing stuff. I'm harvesting. That's what hunters say when they kill something. They're harvesting that meat. Okay, this is little seeds. And it's got pieces of some kind of big seed nutshells on it. It doesn't float my boat, but I'm going to put it in crafts in case somebody would want to. Okay, this piece is beads, and they're knotted in between. Looks like someone's handwork, but I'm going to throw that in crafts. Okay. Trash. Looks like Betsy has been crafting. Look at that. They glued that in the center of a paper circle. And there you go. Okay, what is this? A lot of pretty chain on this one. Let's see if it's marked. No, it's not marked. It's a pretty little necklace. I think I shall put it in crafts. There are some little dangles, bezel set pieces that you could harvest. Okay, this is a bracelet that or yeah, I guess it's a bracelet. It's got a rhinestone earring on it. Uh, my daughter's name is Melissa, so I think I'm going to harvest that earring off of there. She used to couldn't say her name and she called herself Mitza. So the Mitza part stuck. And she was Mitza most of her life. As she got into high school and college, her friends called her Mel. I'm going to keep that little M. And then I think I'll just toss this in the trash. Okay, let's see what we got there. Trash. I hate when stuff does like that. Okay, this is some pretty little beads, but they're not really anything I use. So I'm going to put those in crafts. Now, these are, it's a stretch bracelet. They're like, they're not cocoa pearls, or maybe they are. I'm just going to drop them in crafts. I don't really want them, don't want to throw them away either. This is yucky trash. This is a zipper earring. That's interesting. I think I'll put it in crafts. Okay, here is a big old pendant. It doesn't do anything for me, but I will put it in crafts. Now, I've got a brooch, and it is from a pretty good name brand. I forget, it's Bejeweledbarbie or something like that. But it's really tarnished, and it's not sterling. So I'm just going to drop that in crafts. What in the world is this? Ugh. What in the world? I guess I'll put it in crafts. It might be useful to someone. Okay, here we are with another Tree of Life bracelet. I think I'll put that in crafts. Okay, this is a stone, so obviously I will keep that. I don't like these dirty cords. And there's two little beads here. Let's see. I think I'll toss those beads and just keep the stone. All right. Trash. Trash. Now, I don't know what this is. It's trash. Okay, here's the rest of this tub. And I'm thinking most of this is trash, not crafts. I got this. Okay, let's see if any of these rings are not in good condition. I'm just going to toss them in the trash. 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 Oh, that earring's kind of pretty. Nah, trash. Okay, I don't want to give somebody a craft lot that they open up and it's like trash, trash, trash. Okay, let's see. This is a pretty piece. It's got a little, I think that's a stone. Let's see. Yeah, that's a stone. I may save the pendant. I think I'll put that in crafts. I like to put some nice things in my craft lot. Okay, this is a big fat mess. This is a statement necklace, okay? This is weird. Look at that. A lot of these rings. I think I'll just put that in crafts. If somebody wants to use those rings, they might. Okay, let me go to get this other Okay, I got this, which I thought was really pretty, but it's it's plastic, but it's a nice rendition of this. I'm thinking I restrung it. I did. I don't know if I did or not. Somebody did. It's very tight. I think I'm going to put that in my sale. Okay, let's see. More pickers. Guess where they're going? Craft lot. Okay, this is a bracelet that I really liked on first glance. Uh, Hi, Fairy Vixen. But you can see that it's tarnished. And I'm just going to put that in crafts. I don't know if it's even worth crafts, but I'll put it in here. This is purely vintage plastic. And I think I'm just going to drop those into the craft lot. Okay, this one, it's really cute. It's called RSVP brand. I think it was from Target. There we go. What do you think? It's all hooked together. Like the necklace is hooked to the choker. But no one's ever worn it. I might put that. What do you think on this one? Hi, Laurie. No, I'm just sniffing, repurposing jewelry, trying to decide whether to keep something or and offer it for sale, put it in the craft lot, or trash it, or keep it for crafts. Some of the stuff's from my own stash. Just a relaxing thing I like to do. I'm going to keep that and try to sell it. If it doesn't, I might do something with it. Okay, here's the. Back when we first started selling, these were in every jewelry jar. This one is. Hold on. I can't read the thing. My eye's still kind of wonky. It's got a tag, so I don't know. What do y'all think on this one? I don't know what you would do with it. I mean, the flowers are fixed to where you can hook them together. I mean, where you could unhook them is what I was trying to say. I was trying to answer a message and do this too. I don't know. I'll put it in crafts. You think it might be a good crafter thing? Put it in crafts. Okay, hold on. All right, this piece, I look at it one time and I think one thing, and then I look at it and I think something else. Sometimes I look at it and think this is a pretty nautical piece. It's got a nice clasp. And then sometimes I'll look at it and I think it looks as cheap as can be. I don't know. I like the white beads, and I'm very tempted to snip it and use the beads. But what do y'all think of that? Keep it like this or snip it? What do you think? I love white jewelry. Laurie said she likes it just like that. Well, that's me. I look at it sometimes and I think I really like that. It's kind of Gilmore Girls, you know. Uh, and then sometimes I look at it and I think that is really, but it's not lightweight. It's heavy. I think I'll try to sell it first. Okay, now Kristen might enlighten us on these. Okay, these beads, and they're not doing it now. It might be the sun when the sun's out. Sometimes it looks like they light up inside, and they are not fixed to where you can run a string through them. They're, what do you call it? Bonded to the string. You know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the word. But those are interesting, aren't they? I'll just put those in crafts. Somebody, and if I had a nickel for every one of these I have gotten over the years, this one is some way tangled. That one's got a knot in it, or something stuck holding the chain. Maybe it's just one of those connector things. Let me see. There we go. Yeah. There are people who enjoy wearing these. I'm not one of them. I would look like, I'm going to put that in my craft lot, okay? Some of the craft lot's wearable and some of it's not. Okay, this is an, no, it's not. Wait a minute. It's not Avon. No, it looks like a piece I had that was Avon, but it's not. These are all plastic red beads, and it's not particularly substantial. I think I'm going to put that in craft lot. It's not even worth snipping. Let's see. Oh, here's an interesting bag of stuff. It's a perur, not a demi perur. It's a perur. Okay, we've got. They're like mesh beads, black and silver. There's the necklace. There's a bracelet, and it is very generous. It's, see how long it is, which you can always fasten it smaller. Yeah, it's 10 inches, but that's with this extender. So without the extender, it's, hold on, it's a nice size. Yeah, it's about 8 1/4 without. So you got a bracelet, and then there's the little earrings. Do you think? Do you think anybody would buy this? I don't even know what I would do with the beads if I snipped them. I don't particularly like this. I don't like the. It's interesting, and it's very full and ample. In other words, they're not strangly like little beads. They're all very thick and generous looking. I guess I'll just leave this and try to sell it. No, they're not fuzzy. They're more like blackberries. They got little bumps on them. The mesh kind of would be a good. I think I'll put those in the auction. Okay, let's see. Oh, here's a bunch of stuff. Let's just bring it all out. Oh, that hair clip. I offered it once and nobody wanted it, but I'll probably try again. Okay, this, I don't know what it is. Apparently, I looked this up when we first got it. I can't remember. It opens through this bead right here, and this thing comes open, and you put like a scent in there. And I'm thinking it came from a candle company, if I'm not mistaken. I looked it up and can't remember now. Yeah, I'll just leave that one intact. Okay. This is very interesting. It looks like paparazzi, but some of these beads somebody might could use. The chain has seen better days. I think I'll put that in the craft lot. Now this one is still in really nice condition. I think I'll throw that in the good stuff. All right, this is a mask and or glasses holder or a mitten holder, I guess it could be if you had a little girl. These clips are on the ends, and then there's beads. You can put it on your mask or your glasses. I'm going to throw that in crafts. Okay, here's another illusion. Yippee. This one has a brand name. Let's see. Oh, that's not illusion. That's gold wire. Hold on. Jones in New York. I believe that's what it said. Let me look again. I can hardly see through my loop. Jones, New York. There we go. And you've got that like that. This is really a nice. It's got 3, 4, 5 strands of gold sparkly wire. Crafts, or should I put it? I love this closure though. You know, I might keep this and use this closure on something else. I love that. I think I'm going to keep that. Okay, this is another one. If you were in my auction the other night, I had tons of uh, paparazzi stuff. And this was one that didn't sell, so I'll just throw it back in there. All right, what should I do with these beads? They're nice, probably 8/0 seed beads, maybe 6. Um, I just don't see somebody buying that and wearing it. But the beads are nice. I don't know that I would use them. I might just put it as is in the craft lot and let somebody else decide that. Okay, what about this? Now, I love this. This chain is done. I mean, the chain's seen better days. But the necklace, I don't think that would be considered wear, really. I thought about putting some more chain on the necklace. What do you guys think? Kind of looks Egyptian or something. I don't know. I like it. Kristen wants the hair. Well, I'll bring that out Tuesday, Kristen, or if I come on before then to sell. You can have it for $2 if you want it, Kristen. You want it for 2? You want it for 2? You can have it for $2. I can just write 2. Is 2 okay? I think I offered it at 3 or something. And I'll let you have it for 2. Let's see what I did with the bags. Let me just write that. There. I got Kristen at $2 on the hair clip. That was one of the things from my $2 sale that didn't sell. All right. I'll put that over here for Kristen. But what do y'all think about this? Should I just throw it in crafts, or do you think it's worth uh, working on? I kind of like it. I think if nothing else for myself, I might wear it. Let me just clip this chain off while I'm doing it. I think this is going to be the one I have to use the pliers. Kristen, I marked your name on that hair clip for $2. Is that okay? think I had it at 3, and I'll let you have it for 2. Okay. There we go. I think I'm just going to put some more chain on this. Long chain, pretty chain, and probably for myself because I like it. I wear a lot of blue, and blue is blue accessories are kind of hard to find. So I am going to put this in my stash, trash the chains. Okay, now I've got this little pin, and it is, I believe it's it's the Avon, no, it's hold on, let me see if this is Avon. JJ. It's the JJ flag pin, and I think I'm going to keep this and let Ken try to replace those rhinestones, which when we sell it, we always tell you, hey, there's been rhinestones replaced. In case you're a collector and, that bothers you or whatever. Here's another one of those tooth necklaces. This one says Key West, and it has a huge tooth on it. I'm going to put that in a craft bag. Is getting huge. Look. I don't know how much it weighs. Let's see. Now here are some more vintage. Well, I don't know how vintage they are. Let's see. Well, somebody might have put a new lobster claw because the other one has a spring ring, so I'm not sure. But these are just acrylic beads, I believe. Yeah. And not anything that particularly I would want to take apart and use, but someone might. So I think I'm going to drop that in craft. Okay, let's see. Okay, what are these? This is a bracelet with some kind of weird slidey beads on it. I'll just put it in crafts. This is that moon charm actually looks like it might be sterling, but I don't see a mark. Let me see if it's magnetic. No, it might be pewter. I probably should let Ken check it just to be sure. Okay. This stretch ring was one of those good ones, but it's missing a little pink bead, so I'm going to drop that in crafts. These are Alex and Ani, but they got a lot of wear, a whole lot of wear. I'll just throw both of them in crafts. Let's see. Let me see what this is. This is Stella and Dot. I'm not going to cut that up. Just put it back in, run it through the auction again. Stella and Dot is highbrow. Okay, I think this one is from that book series made into a movie with I'm not sure. I think I'm wrong, actually. It looks like a marijuana flower. I'm not sure. But the charm is pretty. I may just throw that in crafts. Okay, let's see. Oh. Okay, this just looks like jewelry junk that came on a dress. The beads might matter to somebody. This one, let's see. This is just probably an inexpensive necklace with a antique bronze chain, but I love the pineapple on it. I think it's cool. But I'm going to throw that in crafts. And then this is another. I'm going to cut the cord off of this because it's just annoying and fuzzy looking. Some kind of just interesting pendant. I'll put all that in crafts. Let's see. I'm going to cut that thing. I don't know. This is going in my craft lot, but it is pretty. Look at that. Bye, Deborah. I am probably not going to be on much longer. Got a little cuff bracelet. There's not a whole lot you can do with those, and this one's not. It's just I'll put that in crafts. Okay, and this one is a nice gold tone framing bracelet from necklace from Charming Charlie's. It's in pretty good shape. I think I'll throw that in the auction stuff. And okay, this is a little brooch made out of resin with bears, and it is not marked Berenstain or Boyd's at all. So anyway, I'm just gonna put that in the crafts. And this thing is some kind of angel in a resin. I'll put that in crafts. And I've got a whole bag of pearls that I've got to figure out what to do with. But I think I am gonna. Well, thank you, Patricia. Welcome. I'm getting ready to get off here in a minute. Uh, I've got this craft bag. Ugh. Let me see how much it weighs. And I can kind of figure out. It's a little over 4.5 pounds. Well, about 4 pounds 6 ounces. Some of it's wearable, some of it's not. And I'll probably put this on my Facebook group or on YouTube just in a pop-up a little bit later tonight after I figure the price and shipping and stuff. And there's a lot of good stuff in here. A lot of it is wearable. Um, some of it's not, obviously. But anyway, a lot of craft possibilities there. And I will have this on later. And those of you who were here saw what I put in there. Uh, I tried to not put junky stuff like old metal bangles and stuff. Tried to do, let y'all see my face. I am improving. I had a cat skin yesterday. It is Bell's palsy. It is not anything else. He was concerned, the ophthalmologist at the eye hospital, he's a surgeon, was concerned because he had seen me with the sixth nerve palsy that I had after the vaccine. He had seen me, and then I come in and I have this. And he was concerned that there was some sort of blood vessel clogged up, maybe that could cause a stroke. And he begged me to have a CAT scan. And it was a really big step for me to say, okay, I don't like having any kind of tests and he said, I will send you myself and you'll get the results today. He sent me to the ER and I went to the ER and had it and everything's good. And he said it was highly unusual for someone with Bell's palsy to have a reoccurrence on the other side. I've had it on both sides. And I've lost weight because I had trouble chewing at first. I can eat now. But it felt like my jaws were wired together. And but I started eating 2 sticks of celery a day with some peanut butter and with my seasoning I love. It's called Everything But the Salt by Mrs. Dash. And I do that every day because someone said it helped Bell's palsy. Well, in turn, the garlic in the seasoning and then the celery has also lowered my blood sugar and my blood pressure. I can tell. And I have lost weight. Some of my clothes are kind of really loose. So that's a good thing. Plus the fact that, like I said, it felt like my mouth was wired together for a good while. But I am so thankful to God uh, for being with me during that frightening couple days. And I'll share with you before I go the scripture that He gave me that sustained me through that, especially going through, getting the actual thing done. It's from Psalm 34, verse 4. And it says, I sought the Lord, and He heard me, and He delivered me from all my fears. And I think for me, it's kind of like what John Kennedy said, we have nothing to fear but fear itself. I think sometimes I'm more afraid of the panic attacks and the fear than I am of whatever it is that I'm dealing with. So the Lord was really with me and used that scripture to help me. And I wanted to share that with you in case you would happen to have a need that would help you. It's Psalm 34, verse 4. I sought the Lord and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears. Love that. Well, I'm going to say good night for now, and I may be back on in the next day or two. We've got a busy weekend, and I've got a messy house and people coming. So, good night, and I'll see you guys in the auctions. Bye. I may be back on during the night snipping, so I'm not going to be selling, but I might be snipping. Talk to you guys later.